Fun.
Um, yes, but I think
There we go.
yes, I think you, yes, I can see you very clearly, and yeah. So I mean, I think that a lot of people they sort of like give up, or they sort of like just do not have the drive in them anymore when when they go through challenges. So um, especially during this hard time, right? So um, how do you think? I mean, how do you think incorporating social work or doing something that is just not just for yourself, but for the betterment of the people out there can actually make your life better, because in this time, we are all like, a lot of businesses are just focused on um, getting profits for themselves, and not really thinking much about giving out to the world and doing something that is meaningful. So especially now during the pandemic, um, how do you think it is important to think about the Mother Earth, to think about the things that we have done in the past, right? The kind of impact that our life has had on the planet Earth, and how we can actually rectify this in the future, how we should actually be more selfless. And yeah, so that, I mean, all these difficult times that we are facing right now, I think is teaching us a lot of things, and it is giving us a lot of time to reflect on the things that we have done wrong in the past, right? So yeah, I think that the work that you do and the love that you have for the children is fundamentally is the why, your why, and that is actually driving you to achieve a lot more success in your personal life. So how does this two actually connect to each other? Like, your personal success and also your success in whatever that you do for people out there.
One of the things in life coaching that we teach people is to like tap into their dreams, tap into their hopes, their desires, the things that they love, the skills that they have in life. But one of the questions that we ask is there good in it for others? Because we are not just here for ourselves. I think
Mm-hmm.
ancient civilizations knew this. I look at Africa and I look at Mama
Mm-hmm.
Josephine, for example, this woman
Mm-hmm.
taken in 67 children. And when I come, she treats me like royalty. She like cooks, again, to the best of her ability. But it's never
Mm-hmm.
like, well, if I cook this for her, I'm not going to have food. It is just this generosity of soul and spirit that people who have
Mm-hmm.
little seem to get. Like it just is part of their being. And I think something has like disconnected with the Western world where we are more about
Mm-hmm.
ourselves. And yes, I think that we need to be there for ourselves. We need to take care of ourselves. That is first, that's important. But we have to understand that our
Mm-hmm.
lives aren't here just to live for ourselves. Our lives are here to live for others. We are here for each other. And when you understand that, then every single thing you do, again, if you're a singer or if you're an athlete, your gift, your talent, your skill can actually like
Mm-hmm.
lift somebody else through your singing, your song, and your athleticism. So every single thing we do, let's like understand that there is goodness in it for others. And when we're doing it for ourselves and for the world, our gift or talent that we get to share with others, then that's how we expand that and we elevate others and we lift the world. But if we're just doing it for ourselves, or we're just doing it for fame, we're just doing it for money, you know what? That's not a why. That's not a why. It is a why,
Mm-hmm.
not a why that's
Mm-hmm.
going to bring you the most satisfaction, and it's not going to add to the world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, I definitely agree with that, because I think The more you think that you should strive to achieve success, the more you think that you should strive to earn the money that you want to earn. At the end of the day, when you have actually come to that point, you would just turn back and then think that, so what?
Mm.
Right?
You know what? One of my very favorite quotes, I say it all of the time, and I will sound like a broken record if you've heard any of my other talks. It is by Ralph Waldo Emerson, and it's a longer poem, but at the end of it, it says, "To know that even one life has breathed easier because you've existed, that is to have succeeded." And that is how I
Mm,
define success. And if that is how I define success, then it's not just about me. It is about what legacy do we leave in this world? One day we will no longer be in this physical plane, right? So how do we want people to remember us? Do we want
mm,
people's lives to have been touched in love? And again, I'm not talking about being famous. I am talking about like one on one. Like, oh, you know what? I met her at the grocery store, or I walked past her on the street, and you know what? She made me feel happy. She told me a joke. She made me laugh. She
mm,
complimented my shoes. Whatever it is, I don't. It doesn't. It's not about like fame or fortune. It is about literally lifting every life that you come in connection with, and that is the way I define success. And others have defined success that way, and I'm going to continue seeing that as the way I define success, because at the end of my days, I can't take any of this stuff with me. I can't take the
mm,
cars, the houses, the clothes, I can't take my looks, I can't take any of that. But what I do get is what I left with my children, with my friends, with
mm.
my family, and with every life I've touched. So that is where I put my focus and my energy on.